My mom is also mic'd right now. She's not even around here, but no one's here yet. Because I set the live to 7 p.m. because I needed time to troubleshoot, and thankfully I was able to find a USB-C charger to plug into the mic component so my phone can charge. But so I'm going live technically 30 minutes early, but I just threw up 7 because if I don't pick a specific time, YouTube will or if I schedule a live for like 5 minutes in advance, so I can go and words are hard. Oh, if I schedule a live 5 minutes in advance so I can set it to subscriber only chat. So most of the time what it does is it boots me into the live immediately, and then I end up struggling with that. Hi, okay, can you guys hear me? Is everything good? We are mic'd. We are trying out a mic, so let me know, guys, like how it sounds.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to remember to take this thing off.
Don't embarrass me, mother.
No, there's a high probability I'm gonna embarrass myself because I'm not gonna remember.
Hello. So I hope that my mom just talked, so you guys can let me know how that compares to the prior live. I have to charge 3 separate components, and I had found these. I had rediscovered this like hours prior to going live that last time. Okay, so basically, my mom and I did a little bit of an outing. I was gonna try to like vlog today, and I did. I actually vlogged some, but I think it's all gonna end up in the trash because half of the clips were very emotional oversharing vibes, and like, nah. And then also, today was just like a pretty significant pain day, and my mental health was being annoying. So eventually the Ativan kicked in. Eventually I ate breakfast. Eventually I found my brain, and things are better than they were. Those are so raw and real, though. Well, thank you, Charmingly Awkward. I think I'll get to that point again where like I share that kind of stuff. But I'm in the process of like healing and working on shit, and it's harder to do that when you're being like mercilessly, viciously attacked from all sides. So, hello, Umbrella Army. Thank you for being here. Welcome as a member. Appreciate having you. It sounds like it's coming from your phone. Sounds great to me. Mom, can you walk into the living room and talk?
Sure.
Because there is a fan blowing on me, so you might still hear the fan effect.
Okay, I'm walking.
Can you guys hear my mom? Can you guys hear my mom while she's talking? Oh, no. Dang it. Okay, so I troubleshooted this through my camera roll, right? Okay, it's not the fan. They couldn't hear you.
Okay.
Damn
it. So I just need to project.
Yeah. So.
Okay. Well, you know what? We're a work in progress.
Yeah, you do talk really quietly.
We are a work in progress.
So I'll tell you guys this. I'm talking. You can ask my mom. A minute before I went live, I tested both microphones in my camera roll and recorded video talking, and then away from the mic. The audio was coming from the microphone. So I don't know. That might be a YouTube thing. I tried though. I really did try. So
this is lit up. How do we turn it off?
Just hold the power button. Okay. Well, I'm not turning off the fan. I live in Florida and I'm fat as hell. Sorry. That's not happening. Sorry.
That's freezing.
You guys have to deal with that. I don't know what to tell you. Okay.
You're feeling your oats, darling.
But yeah, because like if I'm talking like this, when I was doing the test, I would move the mic over here, and then like I couldn't hear it. But then if I brought it back, I could hear it. So, and I heard that through the recording. So that's frustrating. That's really. I really tried.
We just need to troubleshoot.
Yeah, because I can do it for vlogs. Mm-hmm. So there's that. but I wanted to try it for live. I don't have a laptop mic.
You don't?
I'm on my phone.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Doesn't sound like it's connected. All right, well then. It's not Bluetooth, Dad. Let me show you. Since it's not working, this is the contraption. There's no Bluetooth. It's supposed to be plug and play. And it actually sounds pretty good on the vlog. So that's disappointing. It says you can use it for live streaming, so I'll have to figure that out. The outing was interesting. Okay, let me set the stage.
That's a good word.
Let me set this because something happened. Something wild happened. And like I said, I don't think the vlog is gonna come out. Because I don't think it was quality enough, in my opinion. But I'm getting, as my mom said, I'm getting my oats back. I'm figuring myself back out. I do have a laptop. I'm just not using it right now, guys. But anyway, first, can you hand me the? Okay. All right. We've got. I got a phone call at an annoying moment. Okay, I'm back. All right. Guys, if the sound never cuts out like that, if you see me going like this or like this, it means I'm getting a phone call. Exactly, Brooke. The quality of the lives is better on my and the mics are comparable. Like the microphones are comparable. Look, we got a bag of lemons. Exhilarating stuff here. Okay. Ooh, oh, was I sale?
Yes, that's what I said.
I missed that. Oh my god.
I know. It's massive.
Thank you for paying. Thank you for paying that price. Jesus.
I know. It was almost $50. I don't know how much it is though.
And it's 5 or 10 pounds. I think it's 10 pounds.
It is. Wow, it's 10 pounds.
Yeah. We got a 10-pound log of meat, folks.
Ground chuck. I'll put it in the refrigerator.
Yeah, I had to drop it for the,
I know.
the dramatics.
Okay.
Okay, so that was for Sam's. It was that and rotisserie chicken.
So it ended up being $4.65 a pound.
That's actually a really good price right now.
Yeah.
So
$4.65 for a pound of ground chuck is a good price.
It is. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. I need to plug my phone in with the iPhone charger now. Oh shit. Smooth. Sorry, I'm just chaos incarnate. I apologize.
Oh, you're not.
Oh, thank you. You plug that in for me?
Yes, I will.
Appreciate you. Because I went digging through my cables to find something to charge my phone with, and I found one. I was very excited. I never use USB-C chargers, except the shorter ones for like little gadgets and knickknacks. But I needed a longer cable because I needed it to be connected to my phone. So I will just side the table for now. Thank you. Along with this too, actually. Appreciate you. All right.
I accept tips. Breathe. Breathe.
Who does that? Hey, Lauren. Hey, Alex. Thank you, Panther. I love this top. It makes me feel pretty. Sloppy Joe's sometime in the future coming up. Yes. Please.
Okay. I haven't got that far.
We have Velveeta. We have boxed mac and cheese.
I don't think your brother appreciates Sloppy Joe's, but I'll make them for us.
I was about to say, I don't care. We'll make him something else.
We'll make him a cheeseburger, a regular burger.
Exactly. Vinny says, hi, Mom. Hi, Rose.
Hey, well, you can brush up on your grill skills and make some hamburgers on the grill.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. So, yeah, how was the outing? Great question. Okay, before I get into unboxing and all that stuff, let me explain. I had the most insane interaction today. And I didn't catch the interaction on camera. But basically my mom was there for a portion of it, but she wasn't there for the climatic part, because I don't know if I would have acted out like I did if my mom had been there, to be honest. Because I don't know how my mom would have received it, like, because of her own anxiety issues and stuff. But I feel very justified in what happened today, and I'm quite pleased with myself, to be frank. So, we went to the produce shop first, because it was important to me. We're going to do a produce shop haul in a minute. I basically just got a bunch of produce, and I did get one, like, specialty item, but it's something we're actually out of. I mean, I'm not going to speak for my mom, but, like, we both have anxiety stuff, yeah, so, but it is what it is. But, and so, I don't want to, my mom is just the kind of person where you don't really want me acting out in public when you're around. I think that's a fair thing to assume. She wants to keep peace, keep calm, carry on, kind of a vibe.
However, I think had I been present, I'd have had a few choice words as well.
Yeah, thank you.
I know your father would.
Oh, that man would. Anyway, don't let me spoil the story. So, I walk into the produce shop. I'm walking around. I'm vlogging. I'm picking out my things. I'm chatting with my mom. And I'm kind of being oblivious to the people that are there, because there's not that many. And two, I don't want to, I want to be focused. And honestly, just for a little context, I was very emotional today. Oh, Remy would have been pissed. Yeah, I can't wait to tell him the story. Because actually what he said was kind of en route disrespectful to both me and him, which will make sense in a second. I bet Remy would defend your honor. Yeah. But so anyway, I don't really know. I think you might have noticed him in some of the stuff conversation going on before I was even aware what was happening.
Oh yeah.
Because it wasn't until I walked up to the counter and I started putting the vegetation on that I was even aware that this man was standing to the side of the register. And this is like a small mom and pop produce shop. It's not a big store. And the girl behind the counter, I'm not going to say her name because, like, I know her enough. I know her as in, like, I've been going to this place for years. I've actually, like, talked to her before about, like, my YouTube channel and stuff, like, some of this stuff. I used to go to the produce shop all the time when I had a car. It was, like, one of my main grocery stops. And she ended up, she was, like, behind there, and, like, as soon as I started kind of cluing in, I realized she seemed kind of off, and I wasn't sure why. And this man, he was just like a stereotypical, like, Southern white guy, goatee. He, like, if you subtract his aura from the situation, he wasn't the ugliest man, but he wasn't good looking either. Very mediocre. And the energy just made him so much worse. He looked a little droopy and funky, and I was just bad vibes all around. And then I see them talking, and at first I thought that it was, like, kind of just them, like, friendly talking, but then I realized this man is relentlessly hitting on this cashier. And at first I was like, oh, okay. And it all kind of happened fast, and I don't remember exactly what was said and what happened in a, like, specific order, because by the time he said one specific thing, I blacked out a little bit. But basically, I kind of gathered that she was being hit on. I became aware that she's been married. I didn't even know that about her, and I've seen this woman off and on for years. And this guy was sitting there talking about her, and then he referred to her as a target. He used the word target, and the second I heard that, I went, like, my, danger signals went off, and I was like, oh, like, what situation am I in right now? And he was talking about how, like, basically if she was getting divorced, he would like take her right up, and like have her, or like have his way with her. Like, it was, the language he was using was crazy. I don't even remember this. I think some of it is honestly considered triggering, so I'm not going to get super specific. It was very predatory. It was very, I can't say the word.
Very inappropriate.
Extremely inappropriate, right?
I actually thought they were going to go on a date or something. Like, he was waiting for her to get off of work or something. The way he was talking to her, like it was a new kind of relationship, and he was really bragging on her qualities that he admired.
Yeah, like how beautiful. She's a beautiful woman.
And then he was like, didn't matter if she was pretty, even if she had bad breath or something.
Oh yeah, she's like if she woke up and had bad breath, like I'm like basically like it doesn't matter, like the natural state of beauty, whatever.
Yeah.
Which, like, if it's a guy you're actually into, some of those sentiments were kind of nice.
It was kind of borderline complimentary,
right?
But it took a turn.
It took a harsh turn. So, he started talking about like her being called her a target, all these things.
Well, he said he would have targeted her.
Yeah.
If she wasn't married.
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah. Thank you. And so, then I asked her how long she'd been married, because at that point I made a conscious decision. I was like, I'm going to ask her questions about her husband. I'm going to keep talking about her husband, because I'm going to make this man, if I can make him even just a little uncomfortable, I'll be happy.
Yeah, no grief. She didn't give us a signal. She was handling him pretty politely and respectfully. She was kind of, she was
trapped.
She was trapped behind the register. So she was being as polite, more polite than
I would have been.
Yeah, I think she could have been a little more blunt.
Yeah. We'll get to that in a second. Yeah. So I asked her, I was like, how long have you been married? She told me 6 years. I was like, oh, that's amazing. Actually, I wanted to tell you something. And then I got distracted. I told her about like why I hadn't been there as much, because she was like, yeah, I haven't seen you in a while, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, I don't have a car anymore. I can't come as often. And then I was like, but I wanted to ask you, like, you've been married for 6 years. Like, I'm in a new relationship. I was like, last time I had seen her, I was single. So I was like, I'm in a new relationship myself. And she was like, oh, congratulations. That's awesome. I was like, yeah. So, being married 6 years, like, do you have any advice for me? Because I was just trying to make conversation, and I wanted her to talk about her husband, and that's kind of what I was going for. And this man cuts her off. And he looks at both of us, and he goes, oh, I've got some advice for you. Learn how to give good blowjobs. So, okay, I need a second. Because he said that to me, and I looked at him, and I was like, I blacked out a little bit, okay? So my exact wording, I'm a little off on. But I did vlog about it, and I kind of recalled some of it in the moment. I just don't have it in front of me. My mom, by the way, before he said that, my mom was already uncomfortable. My mom grabbed the first bag she had filled, because we were in the process of checking out. My mom grabbed the bag and walked out the door. So that comment was not said in front of my mom. I want to, CPTSD took over. Clock that. So yeah, I mean, yes, honestly, I started shaking a little bit, because I don't handle confrontation great. I was like slightly shaking, but I was pissed. And at that point, because up until that point, I had been trying to not say anything, because the minute I heard the word target, I wanted to say something. And I didn't, because I didn't want to unnecessarily escalate the situation for the cashier, because she has to still get off work and go home. She still has to be there. And she's not deemed it important enough to like try to eject him from the premises, whatever. So I did not want to unnecessarily escalate it. However, he said that to me, so that changed things on my end. And I looked at him and I said, that is extremely inappropriate. I don't appreciate you sexualizing me, or being sexual in that way. You're being creepy. I know at one point I said, she's stuck behind that counter and she has to deal with you, but I don't. Because absolutely fucking not. And it's so funny, because before I left the house today, I was like crying. I was like super anxious. I was like really struggling with my mental health. And just something about a man's audacity just revitalized my soul a little bit to be like, actually, fuck you. No. No, like, we're not acting like this. So I said some things as I put the cart back, grabbed my bag, and he didn't say anything to me. I think he just kind of went like, okay at one point or something, but like he didn't really engage with me as soon as I started calling him out. But I could tell he's kind of tall. It looked like he shrunk about half an inch by the time I was done. Because I walked out the door and I opened the door, and as it was starting to close, other people started opening it. There's maybe like 3 or 4 people outside. And I couldn't stop myself. This is the part you saw. I couldn't stop myself. It just came out of my face. I went, oh my God, that guy is such a fucking dick. And I hear Rosalind. And I'm like, you did not see what just happened, Mom. Honestly, me too, Cameron. I was so mad. I tried so hard to like keep my cool, but he said that to me. Like, that's so, like, don't fucking disrespect me. Like, I will take a lot. Especially like with internet hate, it's one thing. Like, that's whatever. To my face, I've gone through too much shit to allow for that to happen. Absolutely not. No. I was pissed. So that happened today. And I got in the car and I had to like take a deep breath, and I ended up staying in the car while my mom ran into Sam's really fast, because honestly it was probably better for your speed and our budget that I not go into Sam's yet, because I spent my budget on the produce shop in the Asian market. But also I needed a beat. I took a minute. I like vlogged about it, kind of processed it. But yeah, no, like I'm not. It's not been super often I've been around in those situations, like in real life. It's not the first time by any means, but like I just remember I did feel like triggered while he was talking, because he was speaking about her as if she was already his property, and it really, 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 really upset me. And I, for her safety, didn't say anything at first. The second I got brought into it, I couldn't stop myself, because I will always defend myself. I think that's very clear in my behavior, even here online. Like, I have to stop myself from defending myself to a point that it causes me more problems than it's worth, right? But like in that kind of situation, like I said a joke in the vlog, and I'm scared to say it in front of you. I'm gonna be honest, and also Dad's on the chat, so I'm gonna hold off actually. But I was just thinking about,
Be brave.
okay, because I said, because in the offhandedly in the when I was vlogging it, I was like, when I was like, first of all, who said I needed lessons?
Okay.
I told you.
Okay.
You told me to be brave.
You're adults. We're all adults.
And that's what I said then. But and then I was like, I thought to myself, I was like, I don't know if I should say that or not. But here we are. Because honestly, it made me laugh. But I mean, second of all, though,
Yeah.
that's not here or there. It's just like wild. It's a crazy thing to say to a stranger. Period.
Well, everything he said was highly inappropriate, so you know. Just saying.
Yeah, absolutely, Panther.
I think he was just a very immature person.
Okay. All right, this is produce shop stuff. All right, let's start unboxing.
Okay, I will get into assistant mode and try to fit this in the refrigerator.
All right, so strawberries were 2 for $4, which I love it when they're like $1 each. That depends on the time of year, and who knows in this economy if that's even gonna happen. But these strawberries, side note, there were ones that were slightly more expensive, direct from Plant City. Where are these from?
They say organic.
I know, and they were 2 for $4. And so I was like, damn. Oh, California strawberries, yeah.
Oh.
Well, the other ones were like $3 for one. But yeah.
Just sticking up for Florida.
Yeah. I got 4 tangerines for $3. Because I want to make some butterfly pea flower tea. I'm doing better after I took the ibuprofen. I did get 2 red potatoes. Nice, you have a sous chef today. Oh, that's a sweet potato. I did get 2 of these. I got 1 big sweet potato and like 3 or 4 small ones because I didn't want to over purchase because I have a habit of doing that with sweet potatoes. Because I purchased them like I used to because I used to eat sweet potatoes all the time, and now it's like I used to have like a severe sweet potato hyperfixation, and now it's just something I eat more like sporadically. Oh, thank you. Oh, if you just want to leave this here, I'll fill it up.
We gotta have a fruit one because you got apples.
Yeah, we got 2 containers. Yeah, you want to bring them over here? Oh, perfect. Thank you.
You're getting ahead of me.
I'm catching up to your wavelength. And we got 2 sweet onions. I hope this is still sweet. This wasn't the sweet onion section. Yeah. Okay. So we got 2 sweet Italian onions because we only have 1 left. Here we go. Oh, I got it. Appreciate you though. And then here's some more tangerines. I got or not.
This isn't.
No.
This looks almost like a mandarin.
So these are tangerines. This is a honey bell.
Oh, okay.
I got confused.
Okay.
I guess we only got 1 honey. Oh. I guess we only got 1 honey bell.
There's another bag.
Oh. And then Mom grabbed a fresh head of garlic and ginger because we don't have a lot of ginger left. I always use garlic, but
I do too, but I think it's a muted flavor.
Really? Well, that's why I add a bunch. Makes up for it.
I think that fresh is best.
Yeah.
What's that for?
Me.
I mean, what are you gonna use with it?
Well, it depends. We were making some Asian stuff, so some of this chopped up and it's really good, like red cabbage. I do want to make some. I want to make pickled cabbage and onion for me.
Okay. You can have mine.
Yeah. And here's the 3rd onion I got. Thank you, Mama. And then I got the smaller honey just to like save money. This is on sale for $7.99, which is still kind of expensive. I like to get my honey from the produce shop, 1, just to support small business, but 2, I can always get local honey, which if I do use honey, I want to get honey where it does have the added pollen benefit to it, you know? And I hate those tiny, crappy bears filled with high fructose corn syrup. They taste bad. Like if I want honey, I want like real honey. So I will never pay the like cheap honey. If that's what you want to get and that's what you prefer, that's what you can afford. By all means, I totally get it. But I'd just rather not use honey. And then I got 2 splurges at the produce shop today. The first is a Hayden mango. Mama, once I'm done with this part of the haul, we can answer this question. But someone just asked what our favorite meal of all time is.
That's a hard question.
I know, right? Depends on my mood, to be honest. But the other thing I got, I've never worked with it. I want to Google it and kind of see if I don't know if it's something you just can eat by itself and it'd be good. Or what, but this is an Asian brown pear. They also had white Asian pears, and I was like, I don't know, brown or white, so I picked brown. This was $2.99, and I think this was $3.99. I know this is worth it. This is worth it every time. I don't play about my hidden mangoes. This stuff is so good.
You'll have to let me do a taste test.
Yes, they're just so delicious. And then apple-wise, again, I didn't want to over-purchase because I have a habit of doing that sometimes. So I just got 2 Honey Crisps. They look incredible. Oh, they smell so good. Oh,
They really do.
These look like magazine apples. Anyway, that was some peanut butter is going to be a moment for me. So we'll put this in here. This in here. I love the produce shop. You guys know. You've been around for a while. And then this is just a little yellow mango. These are like the regular mangoes. This is the $1.99 mango. Sometimes you can get like 2 of these for $2 or $1 or like $3 depending on the sale and the time of year. Because I live in Florida. Hey, Bianna. I got honey pearl grapes at Trader Joe's today, and they're amazing. They taste like lychee and honey. honey pearl grapes. How much were they? Never heard of those. And then I did get 2 plums. I've been getting more into plums like recent, the last couple trips I've been on. I got these bigger ones. I'm curious. I'm gonna wait a little bit. And then these were on sale. Grapes for $1.49. I was surprised. Kind of like with the organic strawberry. Did they update the receipts? Ooh, yeah, I don't think. I think
Fetch still gives me 25 per
okay,
receipt.
cool. Try it.
I'll let you know here in a minute.
Okay. Kind of expensive, but worth it. $6.99 for a container. How much was the container? Like a pound, 3 pounds, 2 pounds? What an assortment, Rose. Yeah, I kind of just hand selected some stuff. We already have like bell peppers, carrots, some other like celery. We recently had the green beans, so I bought more green beans. But and she bought more green beans. So I was focusing more on fruit and things that I could eat as like healthy snacks. I grab it. It's like especially when I'm on a high pain day, I could just grab an apple, you know, and like.
Whoa! Oh no!
It's a plum. It's okay. If it was a Hayden mango, I might have cried a little.
I would.
2 pounds. So about $3.50 a pound for specialty grapes. I mean, it's a respectable price for what you're getting. Exactly, it's a treat. But I got these for the grape salad because the Publix grapes are so good. We're just eating them. But these are actually like crunchy enough, but they look kind of small. They don't look very impressive, to be honest. Actually, let me try a bite. I think the Publix ones were a little better, but these are good. These are actually perfect for chicken salad. I need to wash those. Okay. Alright. You hated mango? Ugh. Can't relate. Alright. Okay.
Remember Asian holiday?
Oh yeah, right. Sorry. Thank you. Okay, so my haul, we have 2 Asian market hauls. First and foremost, I saw this and I think I want Levi to try one too because I am nice and I love him and I'll share. These are I put these in the freezer because they're frozen. It's a 6-pack of like they look like really good pork buns. So it's an oyster flavored sauce, which I believe is like basically, you know what oyster sauce is. I think it's just oyster sauce covered roasted pork in a steamed bun. And I thought these might be fun because like we're planning to have a couple of Asian food nights. My mom's gonna be making a homemade wonton soup with like bok choy and all this stuff. And chow mein noodles. She also bought our go-to frozen egg rolls and frozen orange chicken. And did you get anything else? I think I listed everything, right? Yeah. So we got these too now because Levi and I love these. Like the textures of these buns, magnifique.
You gonna let Mom try?
No. God. Why would I share with you?
I've never had one.
Of course, Mama. Of course. And then so I got one of these things in here specifically because of you guys. Someone, I think it's been multiple people have talked about this, and I've never tried it, and I want to try it at some point. Even if I don't like it, I think my brother will probably appreciate it and finish it for me. But out of all the options, I felt like this one was the safest one. I don't know, I'm nervous. And I thought like this paired with some like chicken or something would go good for a meal. It's carbonara bulldog. Bulldog is very popular.
Yeah, I saw it at Sam's Club and
yeah. So I want to try this, and I think the carbonara is like less spicy for some reason. I also could be lying and making that up. I actually remember people talking about the pink package. Because, like, there was a 2-time spicy, and I was like, I want a half-time spicy. Can I get a 1/4 spicy? Can I get a hint of spice? Add cheese. Yeah, I'm gonna add cheese to it. I might even cook it in a little milk. Like I'm really gonna baby myself in my tum tum because me and spice. I love the flavor of spice. My stomach and everything else in the system doesn't appreciate it. So try to keep that cute. Those are so spicy. Okay, I'm not even adding the whole packet. By the way, we're like yeah. Exactly. I only pour a few drops of the red sauce because it's real spicy. That's what I'm planning on doing because I'm a baby. But I did give myself. I love this brand of ramen, the Ichiban ramen. It's so much better than Maruchan in my opinion, and like the regular stuff you get. Um, you can. I only really find it at Asian food places. And then I got these for the pantry because I love like salad rolls or whatever they're. I don't remember what they're like.
Spring rolls?
No, those are different. Um, Spring rolls are like fried rolls. They're similar to egg rolls, but they're smaller. I'm talking about like I think they're called like summer salad rolls. Like when you have like the leafy greens, and then they put there's generally like a protein like shrimp or beef,
Glass noodles.
or chicken or and glass noodles. Yes, glass noodles is a good one. Or like if you've got some pickled daikon radish, that's a great thing to add. You could add kimchi. You can kind of customize them, right? So I got some super thin rice papers. These was only $2.50, by the way. Yeah, so this is a really fun way to get like veggies in and stuff. And you could this with a peanut sauce. Get out of town. And I still have some peanut powder, so I can like use that to make peanut sauce, like rehydrate it and add my own honey and sweeteners to it, and that'll help. And
the refrigerator smells of strawberries.
Oh, good. And I also saw these same price, similar product, but it's specifically designed for frying things. So I thought at some point this would be fun to experiment with. I want to look up recipes and figure that out in the future. But I was there and I was looking for something like this, and I was only finding those. So I was like, let me get both because again, it was like $2.50 per container. So the buns were like $10. I spent $18 in total. By the way, that produce shop haul, guys, $50 for everything. The honey, the specialty fruit, and like the run-of-the-mill stuff. The economy is stupid. Anyway, thank you. You can just set this on the side so we'll deal with it later.
And here's mine.
Oh, thank you. This is my mom's Asian haul. Ugh. I actually don't even know what she got fully because I was really focused. Ooh! So this is for, I'm assuming, the chow mein. Sofoco.
I didn't find the chow mein noodles that I know I like that I use in Norway, but these might work. So
Okay.
about two kind because the other kind don't really look like. They almost don't look like good food, but when you look at them, they look very woody.
Well, I think they need to cook, and then when you put the sauce on, I think it's gonna change that dramatically.
So I've got two options because I've been on a chow mein kick for a while now.
Well, I love the size of this too because we can make multiple meals.
I've refined the recipe. So
This is huge. This is an oyster sauce. This is huge. This is a wine bottle. A liter. How much meat are we cooking tonight? We're not cooking meat tonight. We just were running and picking up stuff. That's huge. I actually am not mad at that.
This is how I buy them. Well, it's not quite a liter.
And then we got some Maruchan rice vinegar. Love. That'll help me with because I'm gonna want to make pickled cabbage. Every time I say the word pickled, she gives me a look. She gets this look in her eye and she gets a snarl in her nose, and I'm like, listen, because we do have some up there, but
because I have opinions about vinegar.
But see, I like to use the rice vinegar because it's the most mild. I don't like.
That's true.
I've tried making my like simple pickles with white vinegar, even apple cider. It's not the same. There's this mild tone to rice vinegar that I genuinely appreciate. Me neither, Dad. I mean, I've just been learning. I've just learned like I do like the sweetened um flavors of like the pickled daikon radishes, or you know, the kind of like I can customize the brine to how I like it. Because I like to mix pickled red cabbage with sweet onion. For a couple reasons. I like sweet onion instead of red onion because the sweet onion is sweet. It's more mild. And I like the fact that the red cabbage kind of dyes the onions pink, and makes it look cool. At the same time, that's just a kind of a fringe benefit, right? And then pickling the cabbage also kind of turns the cabbage a little pink too. Yeah, rice vinegar is not that strong. It seems sweeter to me. Agreed. My partner sends his love to you, girl. Talking to me, Demery? Aw, thank you. Summer rolls. They are called summer rolls. Spring rolls are not always fried. Really? Okay. Oh, okay. I was just uninformed. Thank you for educating me. Indomie ramen is really good. Haven't had the bulldog Indomie. I feel like I've heard of that before. Ooh, yeah, a nice soft boiled egg would be a bomb. I kind of one day I might come on here and like really do it up, like soft boil some eggs, chop up some green onions, find a protein option that I want, and like do a whole shebang. And then like have my brother try it too. I'm trying to be more intuitive with my cooking like you. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, that's so cool. Okay, hold on. Let me get comfortable. Ugh. I'm wearing a nice shirt.
Do you want me to bring you something to put over it?
No, actually, I got it. Also, can you let me know whenever we figure out the issue with the leak in the garage? Because high key, I've been procrastinating.
I figured it out.
Good.
We just need to do it.
Okay.
Dad troubleshot it.
Good. Okay.
It's just gonna be a pain in the butt to do.
Ugh. Okay. Because I've been procrastinating doing laundry, so when you sent me that text, I was like, ah, crap.
Yes, I know. And you haven't done laundry since I've been.
The internet doesn't need to know my business.
I'm tattling on you.
The internet doesn't need to know my business, mother.
Sorry.
I'm kidding.
Okay, so you need a bowl to put. Where are you putting the chicken meat?
I'm gonna open the container and use each side of the container, and then everything else is going in the stock pot.
Okay, great.
Yep. I'm gonna use the sides of the container just to separate the meats how I want them.
Ooh, so when you get to one of the little wingdings, I'll enjoy
you prefer the leg over the flat, right? And I'm a flat girl. Hell yeah.
So's your father. Well, flat guy. No, actually, he eats everything. And he's kind enough to let me have what I like.
Okay. So I got some chickens to break down while I chit chat with you guys. But yeah, so that was a crazy experience at the produce shop. But I don't know, something about it revitalized my soul a little bit. I think I just felt good about myself, I guess, because it's really easy to not speak up, right? And I almost didn't, but like it just the second he said that, I was like, I'm not letting that shit slide, you know. And I am proud of myself for speaking up.
Well, that's also one of those moments where afterwards, in hindsight, you're like, oh, I should have said
something, but instead I said it, and so I'm proud of that, to be honest. Because I've had a lot of those moments where someone has disrespected me, and instead of speaking up for myself, I choose the less inflammatory option, which has its valid reasons, and sometimes that is the choice you have to make, right? Depending on the circumstances. But in that moment, I was not ready to let that slide. Hey, Spooky. Okay, I told the story already, but TLDR, there was a guy who said something extremely disrespectfully gross to me and around me after, like, incessantly hitting on the cashier at the produce shop. If you want to hear the whole story, you can go back. Okay. So, Mom, basically, we're gonna save the wings. Oh, you don't have to come over. I was just gonna ask you.
No, I'll just eat it out.
Oh.
Actually,
Well, I'm gonna say I'm not gonna worry about deboning wings.
no.
But I might have some too. Whatever you don't want, I'll have too.
We can just put the ones in here that, and then we can.
Well,
we can enjoy them later.
I had a question for you. And then you want me to debone all the white and dark meat and separate white and dark meat, correct?
I don't care.
Okay. Well, that's what I'm gonna do because then we can use them for different applications.
So you just debone by drawing out.
Well, it does that naturally. See, look, like this just fell apart without me trying, and then look. Let me show you. Like it's just because they slow roast. Oh, motherfucker. Okay, it's because they slow roast it. But look, like
Mother truckers.
I try to. If I try to even remove it, so. But.
Oh yeah, the flats are already.
Here's the meat of the wing.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Do you want me to put the twine in the pot because it's covered in the goo?
Sure.
Okay. And then.
That's good stuff.
Sam's Club chicken is the best, dude. I gained like 15 pounds in the past 3 weeks because I would stuff my face with rotisserie chicken tacos. They were so good. I was hyper fixated and ate it every day. Oh my gosh, that does sound really good.
Uh-huh.
I love me some chicken skin. It's really good for the stock though. Okay. Because it's like all that seasoning, all that fat and flavor. Ugh. It's the best. This is going to become my white chicken meat spot. Okay. So, oh, actually, hold up. The other thing I always do is, I can't tell what kind of meat that is. I think that's dark meat. All the drippings go straight in the stock pot. That is all free flavor and fat. Liquid gold, exactly. Hold on, let me try to fix this again. I need to not touch my phone after this. I'm gonna have to clean the phone stand because of the state of my gloves right now.
Or you can just, delegate.
What do you mean?
I can move it for you.
Oh, well, I'm kind of
Okay.
control freak about it. I can't verbally explain it to you properly in the moment without getting frustrated, so I don't want to do that to you or me.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So first things first, you got to break the back out. Go straight into the pot. Any of these like little bone bits, straight cartilage bits. I get these straight in the pot because it's all gristly crap anyway. All right. That looks like dark meat. Ooh, this chicken is juicy and just delightful. Oh, this is super fatty. Yeah.
So I've been thinking about our favorite meal.
Oh, yeah.
And I would say default to Dad cooking ribeye on the grill and having sweet potato, baked sweet potato with it.
That's so funny. Remember the other day when I made the steak, and this is what my answer was going to be for my favorite meal, is a ribeye with a baked sweet potato and my baking green beans.
Mm.
That's so funny. Because that's what my answer was going to be.
And a really nice hard crusty roll to sop up the juices.
Yes. Well, I want a soft roll like an O'Charlie's or a Texas Roadhouse roll. I love this kind of content from mother and daughter. I wish my mother was nice with me like this. Oh, sweetheart, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
And thank you. Yes. I miss the story, but also I'm also proud of you. Thank you, New Name. New Name, go back and watch it. You'll appreciate the story later.
What would you name your cooking show?
Yeah, that Dragonfly brand sweet chili sauce. Where? Ooh, W, I want to hear more about that. No, I don't plan on being like a cooking channel. You know, I mean, I do food content. Duh. Hi, look, I am literally deconstructing chicken right now. But I'm trying to figure out what I want. Okay. All right. And I'm just gonna take all this dark meat off. Like we talked about it before, and like if you guys aren't members, I really do recommend becoming a member and watching the stream we did. I think that was this past Friday, right? Like my most recent members only stream.
That was the first one you've done since I've been here. So
yeah. And then one of my biggest cooking influences, growing up, it was definitely Alton Brown. We talked a bit about him last week too. I did watch a lot of like Paula Deen before I knew she was a horrible racist. And then I never vibed with Rachel Ray. Like no hate, but she was like just never for me. But I did watch a lot of the cooking channel growing up. There's a show on the cooking channel. I think it's called Unwrapped. The show with like all of the it's basically like the how it's made but for food. I want a little bit of this chicken skin. But I mainly watched a lot of like Alton Brown Good Eats. Hey Amanda, good to see you, love. And so yeah, like if you guys like the content with my mom, you're really gonna love that live. That's why I keep bringing it up because I love that live and I'm glad it happened. Unwrapped episodes are on YouTube now. I watch them often. Ooh, that's cool. Okay, I'm just taking the skin off of this dark meat because this dark meat is great for things like quesadillas and ooh, you could also use it for your pot pies. What's with the question mark, Strawberry? Did I miss something? Oh, hope everyone is doing good. Yeah, we're doing good. Hello. So I missed your chat. Sorry. Okay. So first chicken is done. Yeah. Mark Summers to go. Yeah. Oh yeah. Amanda, we had a whole moment about their username. Why wear gloves if you're touching your phone? Well, I'm using my knuckle specifically, the not greasy part. And yeah, it's a texture thing. I wear gloves because I don't want this greasiness on my fingertips. I am. What's up? Got it. All right, door's cut off. Let me know when you're back in and done fully, okay? Thank you.
Did you check the chlorine level yet? Okay. Because we need to move that chlorine bucket.
These tips go straight in the stock pot. They're not really edible, in my opinion. See, the thing about the rotisserie chickens is like the drumettes like never stay intact for me. I don't know if it's just because they're so well roasted that they just fall apart, or if I'm doing something wrong. But again, wing tips straight to the stock pot. All right, real quick. I think this is the tailbone that goes in there. Liquid gold in the pot. And I do like to still add a little like of the powdered chicken bouillon, not like a ton. But when I make my stock, I like to do that because I just think it adds an extra oomph that I appreciate. Okay. And then sometimes I don't even worry about, I like to leave a little bit. I'm gonna take some of this off, like these pieces right here. I'm gonna leave a little bit of the meat on because again, it adds more flavor to the stock. And I have 2 whole chickens here, so on certain pieces like that, sometimes I don't sit there and like meticulously pick out each little meaty piece because it actually just adds to the value of the stock, like the heartiness, the flavor, the depth. In my ever so humble opinion. Okay, this is pretty cartilage heavy. There's a piece of cartilage right here. I'm gonna cut this off from the meat. Okay, come on. There we go. That's going in there. Because who wants to bite into cartilage? Ugh. No, thank you. You want chicken now? Yeah. Listen, honestly, if you have a Sam's or a Costco near you, just for like the food court and rotisserie chicken prices alone, there's always certain things I feel most people use a lot. So like you may still need to, especially if you're like a single household or a smaller household. There's just so many deals and things. Like I've been wanting to look more into like apparently you can get really good deals for like travel and stuff through I think Costco. Oh, mom. Oh yeah, show them this. We get these for
This is a splurge. There's 12 in here for less than $6.
Yeah, it's crazy. This is another great
This is
find.
a definite comfort splurge treat.
They're awesome for chicken salad sandwiches.
Yeah, which is what we're making.
You bet your sweet booty. And we are ooh, actually I might end up making the chicken salad while I'm live. Why not?
I'm gonna go double check to make sure we have the craisins.
Okay, we've got grapes.
I know, but I like both.
At the same time?
Uh-huh. I prefer craisins over grapes. I'll put mine in its own bowl.
No. I'm just recalibrating. I think we should make 2 separate batches then. Because I also like it with cranberries, but I don't want both cranberry and grape. That's a lot to me. I don't know how I feel about that. I have opinions.
Well, that sounds familiar. Ooh, remember to show Bud these buns when he comes back.
I will. Grapes are the best in chicken salad. Yeah, I agree. I actually prefer the grapes.
And pecans.
And pecans. Do we have pecans?
I don't know.
Uh-oh.
We have walnuts.
We do, but that's not the same thing. Do not put fruit or nuts in my chicken salad. Sorry, Liddy. Our household chicken salad is not for you. Listen. Is the chicken skin like the fattiest part of the bird? Yes. Is it, however, also a natural way to get collagen to improve your skin? Yes. So, Rosie, we are twinning with what we like in chicken salad. Hell yeah, Amanda. Not me just like casually munching on chicken. It's hard not to when it's like fresh and it's like still warm. Okay. I did eat before we left, hours actually before we left. My mom actually made me breakfast burritos. She made all of us. She made everybody breakfast burritos. But like before I even woke up. And it's funny because like when I went to bed, I walked out here and she made. I don't know if you guys remember the first time I made it. Like I talked about my mom having that barbecue pasta recipe with the kielbasa, the bell peppers, and onions. My mom made that, and I was planning to eat that for breakfast. I was like super hyped about it. And then she had made us breakfast burritos, so I might actually end up eating that for dinner. Like, cause I'm gonna probably make the chicken salad and like let it chill in the fridge a bit before I like actually eat it. But I can tell I'm like munching on this chicken because I'm kind of getting a little hungry. But yeah, our Instant Pot fits about 2 chicken carcass scraps pretty good. More than that doesn't really fit very well. So. Do we still have the red chicken shredder, Mom? Or did that not make the purge?
Red chicken shredder?
It looks like a giant like grinder. You know what I'm talking about? One of my viewers got it for me a long time ago. It would be out there.
It's red?
Yeah, it's red, and it's got a clear...
Oh, yeah, I think so. It's right. I think I found it recently, and I didn't know where to put it.
Yeah. It's a chicken shredder.
This?
Yes, thank you. You put it right there? Yeah. Shout out to, I think her name was Jessica.
You're going to have to show me how to use it.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward, actually.
But it looks like it'd be a pain in the butt to clean.
It is, but it saves my hands a lot of pain.
Oh, well, that's a good point.
Yeah. I don't like to ask you to do every little thing, you know.
Nobody does.
Yeah. It's just, I'm getting to a point where I'm having to, like, accept some of my newfound limitations. And I'm pissy about it. You too? Yeah. Pissy about it. I am not happy.
Yeah, your dad helps me when I'm having a big baking day because you can't buy chocolate chips in Norway.
Yeah.
So you have to buy the chocolate in a bar and then chop it up, and that can really
wear out your arm.
Really wear out my arm. Yeah.
What changed with your abilities? Well, not only has my chronic pain significantly increased and become far more chronic and consistent with its frequencies in the past 2 years, but my hand, finger, wrist, arm pain has significantly worsened over time as well. I mean, I think you can probably tell by the amount of, like, the increase of me complaining about it and all that stuff. So right now, I actually still need this. I need this container. Okay. So if you want to, Mama,
do you want me to get you a bowl to put the shredded stuff in?
I've got that over here.
Okay.
What you could help me with right now is if you'd like to go ahead and chop this up and then just put it in a zip for us and label it dark meat and throw it in the fridge.
You hand me the clear white cutting board?
Yes. That would help greatly if you would do that. And I will take care of shredding the chicken breast. Are they doing okay after working them so hard? Right now I'm doing okay. Right now I haven't done anything crazy. I got a really humbling lesson with those sweet potatoes that I ended up having to trash, and I'm still mad about it.
Can you hand me?
Yes. And yeah, I'm still mad about it. But I just like.
Lesson learned.
Yeah, exactly. I learned my lesson. I can't. What I did is severely overextended myself, and it caused me extreme pain for multiple days. So it's so stupid, and it's wasteful, and it pisses me off. So you can only really do about if you overstuff this, it doesn't work very great. Honestly, so I think one of my stoppers popped out of here. Oh, is Remy here? Is Remy in the chat? Yo, what up, everyone? Hey, Remy. But yeah, so right now we're about to shred this chicken, the one and only. Hi, hun. But yeah, I I think this popped out. So this doesn't stay as well as it used to, which I think is indicative of this, like of this specific one. Because when I first got it, it was actually kind of better about not going everywhere. But I don't have a solution. Like, I don't. Nothing. I just realized I might have a solution. Let's try this. I'll probably tell him later, like privately, or he can scroll back and watch the story time with my mom.
You know what we can use to start chicken meat? Pizza.
Yes! Chicken bacon ranch. I'm gonna make some homemade ranch.
Not ranch. Chicken bacon pineapple. What are you talking about ranch?
You use ranch as the sauce on the pizza with. And you put,
no, you don't. I use Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. Now you can make one with your ranch, and I'll make one with my barbecue sauce.
Have you ever tried a chicken bacon ranch pizza?
Yeah, the concept of a hot ranch does not translate for me.
But have you tried it?
No, but I will.
There you go.
Reluctantly.
And you'll wonder why I'm opinionated. Love you, Ma. Okay. So you treat it like people have compared this in the past to a weed grinder, and you would in fact be correct. But it's like a giant grinder essentially.
Weed as in marijuana?
Correct. If you look at it, the mechanics of it, it's kind of is that. You got the spikes on each side. You got these like rotating handles, and you go in and I think the silicone mat is helping a little bit. You just go like this a couple times. I'm worried a little bit about my shoulders, TBH. Yeah. Okay. Because I found what I've done in the past is I just take this and I go like this, and I found it to be more effective. See, to me, that's a lot more effective. And then we just dump it. And I don't worry too much about getting it perfect till we're done. Weed grinder, yeah. Hello. Okay. So and as I put it in, I just look to see in case I missed any like little mini bones or, what do you call it? Cartilage. Oh, it's just the pain stuff. It's my joint. Every joint in my body is impacted. So shoulders can. Yeah. Anyway.
So especially when you're doing the tenderloin of the breast meat, that very top portion has that cartilage that just grosses me out.
Yeah, I'm careful about that.
I just wanted to make sure you understood what I was talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm get grossed out by cartilage too. Okay, so yeah, honestly, I think I found in the past I realized doing it this way, it was like a little strenuous on my hands, but less strenuous than like doing the pinching and hand pulling to shred it like this without it. So this is more helpful than not using it. And this was gifted to me a long time ago. So when I do chicken salad, I do like to use this. Especially because I'm doing so much chicken breast, right? Like it's 4 chicken breasts. So.
Do you know the trick about using a mixer?
While it's hot. Yeah, I've heard about that. I have not done it yet. I would think. Honestly, I just it sounds like a lot of work, and with me having this contraption, like I'd rather use this. Okay. So sometimes I feel like this to me could still be considered a little on the full side because it does work better when you do it in small batches. Like if you stuff this thing full of chicken, good luck getting it to work. It worked better flat on the counter before this thing popped out. But I digress. Do you have anything specifically planned for tomorrow, Mom?
Tomorrow's Thursday. No, I mean, tomorrow's plans are just going to be to enjoy walking outside in this beautiful weather, reading a little bit in the sun, sorting through some more boxes, and maybe taking a box of stuff to the hospice thrift store to donate.
Okay, cool.
And then I need your dad's help with figuring out some computer issue I got going on.
Did you ever try those chocolates in your room that I left in there for you?
The lint one?
Yeah.
No. After I saw them, I understood how you felt, so I don't want to now.
Oh, great. Then can we donate those?
Yeah.
Cool. I didn't throw them out because I thought they'd be wasteful. But
Me too, but then
yeah, we'll talk about it later. But yeah. But because I think you told me to save them.
I did, and thank you.
So, oh yeah. So tomorrow I have that very important meeting, but I don't know. That shouldn't take more than 30 minutes to an hour at the start of my day. And then I don't.
I'm just trying to clarify which very important meeting we're talking about.
Yeah, about the email I showed you about. But so I have that meeting tomorrow, and then I'm just kind of chilling with Remy tomorrow, so I'm flexible. When were you wanting to go on a walk? Like, do you have a time frame?
No.
If it's not too hot, I might.
Just before 12 because I think it's really warm after noon.
Okay. I might try to join you for at least the first.
Oh, that would be nice.
Like, even if it's for like 5 minutes or something. I'll just try that. Yeah. And then, cause it's like it was a little touch too warm in my opinion. But if I wear like a cami and shorts, maybe.
It was much warmer this afternoon.
Okay, so maybe if we wake up early enough, maybe we can try like an early. Like, early to me is like 10, 11. Like before the sun ggets really hot.
I did my walk yesterday. I think I left.
Okay. Is your chicken salad recipe, do you use tarragon? No. So for my chicken salad, I tend to just stick to salt and I think onion powder. I keep it really simple. I like that combination. How do you season your chicken salad, Mom?
Celery, ground celery seed, because it's a requirement for your dad. And dill weed, and salt, pepper. No garlic.
Yeah, I don't do garlic either.
Maybe a little onion.
Yeah, I do onion powder. I think when I've done it, I've done a very light-handed amount of celery seed. With Dad not being here, do you like celery seed? Do you still add it?
Yeah,
okay.
I've adapted.
You've adapted, gotcha.
What's the word? There's a word there.
Celery seed and dill is a must. Okay. I think we should make the cranberry. I'll make the cranberry one first, and you can just kind of backseat drive the ingredients and direction. And I want to try it because I want to see if I want to put either of those in my chicken salad.
Sweet Italian.
You put raw onion in your chicken salad?
Absolutely. Only Vidalia. When I'm not in the U.S., I can get Vidalia, so only here do I get to enjoy it. Okay. It's almost like putting in an apple.
Now that's an idea.
Which is what Dad and I like to do in Norway.
Mother, your daughter did buy a Honeycrisp apple today.
I know, but that's a huge apple.
Well, I'll eat the rest of it with peanut butter.
Okay. Sold.
Sick. Will you hand me, when you have a minute, like when you're done doing what you're doing, can you hand me a Honeycrisp? I don't know if I've personally added apple before. Maybe I have because like.
Well, I mean, we're gonna have grapes, so I don't know that we need apple too.
Yeah, but like,
Sure, call. We can try.
I might just honestly eat it. Because look how pretty it is. You look cute today, hun. Love the yellow dress. Thank you, Remy. This is actually, I'll show you later. This is actually a top. Because I have 2 dresses in this color. Definitely one. And then I have a tank top and this shirt in this color. I love this color. This bright yellow from Torrid is one of my favorite shades of clothing. I love it. Sunflower lady. Yeah. I love sunflowers. I just realized this was my apron. It's a pretty color. Yeah, it's my favorite. Oh, and if you want Texas vlog updates, if you haven't already seen it, please read my most recent community tab post. I've been busting my ass. One of the things I'm planning to do tomorrow is watching all 4 of my rough edited vlogs with Remy so I can start finalizing the edits and hopefully have by the end of this weekend like a fully set rollout schedule. And then while those are rolling out, I can continue editing and working on the next vlogs because oh man, I spent so much freaking time editing. Oh my god. I got like super hyper fixated and I was just like grinding, trying to get as much done as I mentally and physically could handle. I like didn't drink water for 8 hours. I got so freaking focused. She did, can confirm. Would you consider a music channel, Remy? Ooh, I'll let him answer for himself on that one. Let's see. My mom has talked a lot about how much she loved piano music, and I'm bummed because I think that's the only footage I got of her playing music was that day. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Amanda.
Is that Amanda from
Yes.
Tom and Amanda?
Yes.
Hey, Amanda.
I've thought about it, never acted on it though. Yeah. Not Queefinator. Amanda.
She needs to be
I just call them Panther. They're a very nice addition to the chat.
Oh, I agree. I just don't like it when I get tricked into saying that word.
We didn't mean to trick you. I thought you knew what it was, to be honest with you. I felt bad when I realized you didn't know. He's not really, I don't think he's ready to be like public facing on the internet like that yet. I don't think it's like off the table though, but I would love for him to have a music channel. I think it'd be cool, but there's a lot to that, and especially, I mean, not his face, definitely his music. Oh yeah, that's a good point. There's other ways to go about that, yeah. That's a really good point. When I eventually feel comfortable enough to, yeah, that would be fun. We should talk about that later. I actually really like that idea.
Okay. For those that are interested in making your own homemade chicken broth.
Oh. Let's do Mama Quirky Corner. Mama Quirky Cooks.
Quirky Corner.
Hold on. Wait, let me. I'm just doing boring stuff, so let them be entertained by you.
So if you're interested, you guys can see.
It's always chaotic.
So here's the Instapot pot. Here's the 2 carcasses from the rotisserie. Now I am really proud of Rosie. She has saved some of her the ends of the veggies.
So carrot skins, onion skins.
Yeah, so
I think that's
has carrot and onion. And I'm putting. Oh, hang on. You want to peel? You want to take off the label?
Noted. Sorry.
That's okay. But so now your brother, when he does his celery, we need to get him into the pattern. The ends of the celery that he doesn't use is a really good flavor.
Yeah. In fact, we should probably grab a couple pieces of grab 1 or 2 pieces of celery, just break it up in there real quick, or grab some of the ends of the celery that he hasn't eaten yet.
I bought this to have wonton soup doesn't usually include celery, but I like the flavor. It brings a brightness to the broth.
There's some funky going. Mom?
Oh, it's okay, honey. It's just a blood vessel.
I don't want to eat it.
Well, throw it out.
It's going in the pot. I ain't throwing it out. But
I agree.
It's going in the pot. I am very, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm getting older, I don't know what, but I used to not really ever experience what people call the chicken ick. I get it sometimes now, specifically if it's a really gristly, gross texture, or super mushy, but most of the time I don't get chicken ick, the chicken ick.
Okay. Okay, so I rinsed the celery because it was quite dirty, and then just cutting those pieces off.
Yeah.
And then I have water heating up in the microwave with a little bit of chicken bouillon, and I'm just going to pour that until it's enough to cover this carcass.
Looks like a lot of the bouillon settled in the bottom.
That's okay. I'll just put some more hot water.
Yeah. Someone said, I can't say their username because it looks like, I don't know if that's Korean or another language. But it says if you're making broth, sugar will help bring out the flavor in most veggies.
Oh, I didn't know that. I do tend to be more cautious of adding sugar because I do have diabetes. Can you reach that green spatula down?
Yeah.
I brought.
But maybe it would be like the pasta sauce where you use a tablespoon.
So that's the only place that I use it. Yeah. So
it's Korean. I was right. Yes. I used to have a big fixation on Korean food. Is type 1 diabetes genetic?
Yes.
But type 2 is not genetic.
Type 2 is lifestyle. Bad choices.
But hello, Angie. Yes, as I was saying, I really love Korean food, and I love learning about the differences between the different cultures, Korean versus Japanese versus Thai, Vietnam, or Viet food.
Viet food?
They call it Viet, V-I-E-T.
I've never heard it called that before. I mean, I know Vietnam.
Oh, yeah.
Viet food, I've not heard.
Maybe I'm wrong.
So Vietnam is,
I'm no expert, obviously. I mean, I'm too white to be an expert on that topic, but it's not my own culture, you know what I mean? But I love the culture around Korean food. In the past, I spent a lot of time learning about it. It was a hyper fixation of mine for a while.
Sorry.
You're fine.
I didn't even know.
How dare you exist around me while I'm live? Honestly, Mom, what are you doing?
So, a good, healthy ground black pepper. I'm not adding salt because there's a little bit of chicken bouillon in here. And I'm just going to put this in the Instapot and set it for about 50 minutes or so. You can also use the slow cooker function for like overnight, like 8 to 10 hours. But the pressure from the Instapot really helps draw out the flavor from those bones.
Yeah. Good luck, WTF. I hope that
Oh, I love that.
yeah. And I hope that you hold on, I'm focused, sorry. I hope that you have a lot of fun learning how to play guitar. Mom, I have some extra like gross skin. Can we throw in there?
Yeah, all right. Yes.
Actually, I warned you, it's gross.
Last call.
It's not rude to ask what we're no, we're good. It's not rude to ask what we're making at all. Angie, I hope I'm remembering your name right. Angie? A-N-G-I. Excuse me. A-N-J-I. But yeah.
So your new Instapot has new fandangled things on here, and I don't know what this does. So I use
This is the steam release.
So instead of I don't have a dial anymore. So if I want the pressure, it stays up. Okay.
Yeah.
Warning, hot metal.
It's Angie in English, but Korean it's Angie. Oh,
that's kind of cute.
That's the Korean name for Angie. That's so cool. Thank you for educating me on that. That's awesome.
So
I love that.
I'm taking that off.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay. All right, so we've got shredded chicken breasts, 4 of them. Oh, to answer your question, we're gonna make chicken salad. An experiment. I like watching guitarists, but can't play guitar myself. Yeah. Pro tip on making chicken stock tonight. Yeah.
So there's lots of different features on this Instapot. It makes everything yogurt, rice, and everything else in between.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna do manual for about 55 minutes.
If you're trying to save money and be frugal, investing a few bucks into an Instant Pot is really worth it because as you use it and learn and like experiment and grow, you can end up saving a lot of money. And like especially if you're trying to like raise your family right now and like deal with our economy and make more things yourself from scratch and stuff, like an Instant Pot is a huge time saver.
Yeah. And you can buy the cheaper cuts of meat. Use the pressure cooking process, which breaks down the tougher meats and it makes it really delicious. And you can also do beans. I do a lot of beans.
Angie has a pink Instant Pot.
Oh, no way. They make those?
I'm jealous. I want a pink. Remy, write that down. I'm kidding. No, but anyway, this needs to go in the sink. But no, I want more like pink and yellow and colorful kitchen accessories. My mom likes more of the teal. I see your young mom over there, nails matching the shirt, not looking a day over 40.
Who's flirting?
Mountain bike.
Of course it's mountain bike. I should have guessed that.
I love pink. I pink everything. Yeah. I was like thinking and like dreaming and like manifesting what my new car is gonna be. And I was like, what color would I? Because like, listen, I just want a car with wheels that gets me from point A to point B that doesn't have an insane car payment. So my preference, what I want is a Hyundai Elantra. I've said this many times, and I was like, I kind of want a pink one, but like, is that possible? Because like, I don't want a red car because they have a reputation and they have I think like higher insurance rates and stuff.
They have a reputation of catching the eye of the police.
That and like being more angry drivers and stuff and
really?
Yeah, I think like people like there's more. I don't remember why, but there's like a reason why people or like this. There's a stereotype for why insurance companies charge more for red cars. It's been a long time, so my memory's a little fuzzy. All right. True, my son gets tickets out the wazoo. Yeah. Yeah, red is more likely to get pulled over, like you were saying, Mama. That's what Amanda just said. You can get it wrapped. That's true. I know it can cost a lot. My friend from the U.S. got hers in purple for like $300, I think it was. That is a lot of money, but I honestly thought it would be worse. It would be more expensive. I don't know if I would want to get it wrapped. I'd have to look in the pros and cons. So I think it's probably more expensive to get a car painted, right? Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. But like, because I think getting it wrapped, it's more likely to get like peel up over time, right? Like I'm genuinely asking. I don't know. You wouldn't be able to speed in a pink car. That's funny.
Is this chicken shredder dishwasher prep?
I tend to just use like the bristle brush in it and then put it in the dishwasher because the little bits of chicken can't get stuck in the underside of the spikes. So I just do a quick brush through to help with that. All right, I'm tired.
You don't have to do the chicken salad tonight, darling.
I don't want to push myself, so
only if you.
I'm tired. Like I'm fatigued.
Only push yourself if it brings you, if you enjoy it.
Yeah,
because we can make it tomorrow. Because we don't need to have it for dinner. We've got a lot of food left over.
Maybe I should eat. Maybe I'll feel better after I eat.
Do you want me to warm up your kielbasa stir fry?
Sure. Can we add like a tablespoon of barbecue sauce to it?
I would definitely add more barbecue.
Yeah, because it dries out when it's left over.
Because I used the last of it.
Oh yeah. Here. Thank you. Yeah, I'll heat it up for myself, Mama. There you go. Thank you for indulging me and grabbing these things for me. I got ramen for dinner, guys. I'm so excited. Nice. Yeah, so I guess that's what my mom referred. So do you guys remember when I made the barbecue kielbasa pasta and it was like a whole tizzy and everyone was like, what? And then Sansa Cooks made it and her husband genuinely liked it and she said it was actually not that bad and I was very happy because everyone in the comments was still like, I would never. And I'm like, this is delicious.
So there's yellow bell pepper, red bell pepper, and Vidalia onion sauteed.
Correct.
But then you got to make sure you sear the kielbasa.
Yes. You want to sear the kielbasa. And then it's egg noodles. The last time I made it, I used my fiber penne pasta, which was really good, but I think we're out of it. So this is the traditional way I ate it growing up with the broad egg noodles. Like these egg noodles. Mama Q made this. Yes, this was all her. So I've made this before on the channel because like I grew up eating this because my mama made it for me. And it is so good. It's the sausage and peppers with like a barbecue pasta, which like I understand how that's a foreign concept to a lot of people because it's not like a thing a lot of people do. Yes, these egg noodles.
So if you're not familiar with what an egg noodle looks like, it's less than $2, I think.
Yeah. Honestly, this is not nowadays everything is more expensive. But this is a pretty affordable way to feed a lot of people. You can get one kielbasa pasta, the turkey kind, the beef, whatever you want. You can get whatever kind you want, honestly.
And buy it as a BOGO.
Buy it as a BOGO. You heard her. You heard it here first. If bell peppers are too expensive in your area, you can just skip those and go straight to onion. But honestly, the combo is the best. Pair this with something with fiber, and boom, you've got a good meal. Some green beans, something, broccoli. What's happening? I watched both of Rosie's vlogs. I didn't see anything bad about her. She seems really nice. Wait, what happened? Hold on. No. I think they're saying nice things. I just don't know. Okay, I caught up. So I've seen around people make reaction videos of you, Rosie, and I don't understand why. I think you seem like a really nice person. Thank you so much. Before I really get into answering all that, just for today, 2026, I appreciate that. Let me read everything. I guess people are just mean. People are just douches, man. Amanda, I love you. Rosie's awesome and doesn't claim to be anyone but herself. Thank you. Yes, I agree with that. She minds her own business. She doesn't make fun of people. Like, there's nothing wrong with being confident. That's a good thing. I wish I had confidence. Thank you so much. Amanda said, G for T, literally, she's not sitting here bashing people or talking shit. She's just living daily life for us to vibe and chill with her. Somehow people find shit to be extra about. Fuck that. I want to ask the answer the American food question later. Remind me, Angie. Okay, so yeah, so I have an insane lore. Let's start there.
Insane what?
Lore. Backstory.
Oh.
For like internet person and social media people, they were sometimes refer to it as lore. Like,
fancy.
But
Is your cat still there?
yes.
Sorry.
You're fine. I've made a lot of mistakes very publicly. All of them I understand come from a place of trauma. However,
yes.
That does not negate the fact that some of my actions and some of the things that I've done have had very negative impact on other people. And no matter how much I hold myself accountable, no matter how many times I apologize, no matter how many times I acknowledge and try to change and do better as I move forward, there are a section of people that will only ever see me for the worst of who I am because they refuse to perceive me as anything other than the villain that they have casted me as for the production of their shows that they watch online to hate on people they view as lesser than them. I used to be way too caught up and care way too much about people's opinions about me, so much so that I was way too involved in the discourse and the community of itself, referred to as Girl World. In these past 6 months specifically, even more specifically, I would say 4 months, I have made huge and great strides in change with my actionable behaviors to not engage in the things that were keeping me stuck in a toxic loop. And I have been working very hard on restructuring my boundaries and setting up different expectations. And their reaction to those things has been wild because it's gotten to the point that they have so little to talk about. They're having dissertation arguments about why I'm not wearing a bra in some lives because it's either like I'm too fat to wear a bra, which is funny because I wear a bra often. I just am in my own home and I don't sometimes want to wear a fucking bra.
Amen.
And I get slut shamed and fat shamed and a lot of very what's the word I'm looking for? Misogynistic comments get made because I'm a bigger chested person and I'm an sex worker. So people are just disgusting toward me with that stuff, even though I'm years removed from that. And people are constantly sharing old photos of me, things that make me extremely uncomfortable. From the text you can see attached to the photos for their own malicious joy to cause harm. So I tend to just ignore all that and all of that. And there's levels to it because there's some people that literally intervene with my real life and get super fucked up. And then there's just people who are nasty and negative, low vibrational energy that I want no part in, that I let myself stew in for too long, and that I had my own role in forever being a part of in the first place. Forever being involved with the opinions of reaction channels I had no business watching, for being a part of any of it. And I had my own role, and the only thing I can do is moving forward, do my best. Because they're still going to make claims that like I scammed people because I was being stalked in real life and I stopped making content in Texas and I wasn't able to fulfill the promise I wanted to. People acting like I'm lazy and I don't make content on all of this and that I'm spotty and inconsistent when I was demonetized for 3 months and I got remonetized a month before I went to go meet my boyfriend for the first time. So I was not planning to take any of this super hardcore seriously until I was back, and now I'm back, and now I'm figuring things out as I go, and I'm just getting back into a groove of things after my entire world got rocked when I was demonetized, and I've been just figuring things out as I go along, right? So at the end of the day, I'm just a human being, and I am not the evil villain that the narrative that is put out there about me. That's not me. That is their interpretation of me, their perception of me, because they've typecasted me as the understudy of someone that I wish I had never involved myself with. And I'm not her understudy. I'm not involved with her. And I want nothing to do with it. And because of things that I did when I was in psychosis, because of the way I was talking to people who I thought I was friendly with, when I was dealing with psychosis in 2023, I was dealing with severe mental health. I am a severely mentally ill, fat, disabled woman. And no, I'm not disabled because I'm fat. So I do my best. And that is all I can do. And I want to try to make up for some of the missteps I've made in the past year. And that's it. I've always been transparent about who I am. I have always been honest. And I'm not going to let people dictate who I am because they want my misery for their entertainment. And that is what all that is. And I had my own role in it, and I've come to accept that, and I'm learning to forgive myself for it. But all I can do is change my behavior moving forward. That's it. That's it. And there are some people who will never see that or believe that unless I lose all my weight, because they only see me as like a fat loser on the internet. And they discount my mental health because I'm a fat, bad person and I don't deserve grace by those people. So I'm just at the point with that where I'm done. And that's why I've been moving on, keeping to myself. One of these creators was calling my boyfriend the F slur. And I left it alone until it blew up from other people's talking about it. And I was just kind of like, that sucks. But I'm not here to engage in drama. Someone tried to bait me with drama the other day. No, we're not doing this. Thank you, Angie. So I'll get back to the comments in a section. I just went on a little, I guess you could call that a rant.
Tirade, yes.
I don't think that was a tirade. I thought it was very calm.
Tirade, rant. 6 and 1, half dozen the other.
To me, tirade involved. I envision like rage.
All right, sorry.
You're good, and I'm not.
You should be raging.
Thank you. Well, they want me to rage. That's their goal.
True. Charlie,
I'm never gonna give them that. Right. Please, I'll be dead first.
But I just want to rewind a little bit. Show me a woman that does not take her freaking bra off within 5 minutes of getting home and being in her house, and I won't understand her. Just saying. People, I did not know that.
It's in my comments. It's like it was a thing because someone said something really creepy to me on Twitter, and I was like, "Hey, maybe don't look at my chest then and stop sexualizing me, you freak." And then the tweet went viral, and I got lambasted. I just muted it and walked away, and I haven't looked at it since.
Well, I don't give any energy to any of those reaction things on purpose because I don't understand. But anyway, but that comment was new to me, and I did not know.
Yeah, it's because they run out of things to talk about.
Yeah, get a life.
No, Mom, don't engage.
Sorry, not engaging. Just
let me engage.
Just supporting you.
Thank you. Let me handle it. They can be mad at me. Let them be mad at me.
Oh, Papa, if you're still on here, Levi did the chemicals on the pool, and they're right spot on. So we have corrected the Oh, is it not opening?
No, I did it.
Oh, done. You're done.
Yeah. Well, you can keep talking. I was just holding it for you. So
it's been corrected. And in fact, Levi said, "I can't wait to swim in it." Boy, tell me.
Yeah.
It's not going to get warm enough while I'm here, and I'm annoyed.
Really?
Oh, no, baby. It usually takes to like the end of May for it to get up to 80. And I'm a wuss.
Oh, okay. So, but I might be able to pretty soon.
You're brave.
Pool lives are gonna come back, bitches.
Yeah, you're more hardy than I can't do the pool.
Dad's about to go to bed.
You should. It's 2 a.m. there. But we know he's such a night owl.
Yeah. Hey, Mama. I'm gonna eat and I'll see how I feel. But I might do the chicken salad later. I don't know. We'll find out. I don't know. I'm feeling drained. Why? We're gonna make chicken salad.
You're right.
Yeah, it's temporary. That's temporary
Yeah,
storage. Yeah.
I just gotta figure out how to fit it in here. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's try this.
I'm gonna catch up. I was just kind of talking and I wasn't really looking at the chat. Let me scroll up.
I'm playing Tetris in the refrigerator.
Heck yeah.
Oh yeah. I did it. Oh yeah. I'm a superstar. I'm gonna put this. I'll find a lid for the chicken wings. Right. So before you do that, for those that aren't familiar with the Instapot, you know how long ago I started it? It still has not kicked up the timer because it takes 15 to 30 minutes to get up to pressure. So I'm looking at it right now and it just says on. So the 55-minute clock I've asked it to hasn't started yet. Just if you're not familiar with what an Instapot is.
Yes. So Panther said Rose seems pretty innocent, and I'm gonna be real. I'm not. Like, I've had my own hand in the shitty things in my life at times. You know, there are certain things that are not my fault, right? There are certain things I do feel I'm innocent of and in, right? Like there are certain claims that have been made about me that I know are categorically false and are completely over dramatized for the sake of other people's paychecks, things like that, right? But like for me, even in like a year ago, I was still like, I'm just gonna be very blunt with my language. I was acting like a catty bitch. Like there was a lot of points in my life in the past 2 years where I was miserable and I was taking it out on other people and I was shit talking other people. I was putting my nose where it didn't belong. I was doing a lot of shit like that, right? So, you know, that could have been, I could have been handling it that better. Instead of handling my own emotions, I was suppressing them and I was not coping well with where I was at in life. You know, like there's a lot of factors I feel at play that explain it, and not to justify it, right? And so coming to those realizations and just kind of figuring out how to detach myself from toxic cycles, to help, because I tend to gravitate to toxic coping skills when I'm struggling and I'm not at my best. And like I think all of that ties into the fact of like all that happened during the time I was regaining weight after I'd lost weight and I was struggling with my relationship with a certain substance I can't talk about because of YouTube guidelines, and I was just struggling with different things, and I'm at a better place now with all of that, but I'm not there. And I think in hindsight, the pressure of the kind of content I was making got to me. And I also was just externally very triggered at that amount of weight loss that I don't need to get into on the internet. One, because of TOS, and two, because I need to get into it with my therapist. So at the end of the day, I just wanted to address what you were saying there, because I've been doing a lot of work, but in my personal life, during a lot of my downtime when I wasn't as much online, like I wasn't as frequently online. I was also just in survival mode and all of that. Oh yeah, yeah, I bought those.
Yeah. Did you already show them?
Yeah, I did. It's the steamed pork buns.
I just wanted to tell them about it.
My dad said all the haters and reaction channels have no idea how much you have grown. We have been hoping for this day and and the future for you. You've matured so much from where you were. I look forward. Thanks, Dad. And that's what matters, right? And that's what I finally came to realize is like what you think, what Mom thinks, what my boyfriend thinks, what my friends think, like that's what matters. And why was I putting so much importance on the opinion of strangers? And that was like a problem of my own fruition, right? So, but this is the pasta, by the way. So I'm working on myself on those fronts, and yeah, I know I'm not a liar. I know I'm not someone of malicious intent, and that's good enough. So, to you growing even more, Roses has always been on her own time schedule. Clock that. And it's been a hard ride, but I've always had the hope for her in this growth. Yeah. So this is my mom's work. I'm so excited because she hasn't made this for me in a long time, and it's gonna be better than mine because she made it. Mm-hmm. It's not hot enough though. Oh my god, it's so good. Always better than mine. I think we do the same thing. Hey, Mom. Whenever you come back into the kitchen, can you grab the peanut butter from the pantry? Thank you. Creamy. I think Levi and I are both creamies. Peanut butter people. You, however, are very crunchy. And I think I just need a paper plate. Yeah, I'm gonna have peanut butter and apples with this for dinner or lunch. It's dinner time. Second meal of the day. Thank you. You love my cabinets. You didn't give me the time to turn around and double check. Thank you very much, Mama. Oh man, I'm really craving Diet Coke. I know. Diet Dr. Check does not count. That's all you. Like, I'd rather drink water. I'm gonna just drink water. I'm just craving a Diet Coke. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes, like, Diet Coke people, I think you get it. And also, we have all those lemons now. I'm gonna need to get some Diet Coke soon. I love how sweet you are to your mom. Yeah, I love our relationship. Thank you, Amanda. Much love to you. Angie, thank you so much for joining the Quirky Crew level 3. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you, dude. I really appreciate your support. I've just kind of come to the realization that my actions, my words, my truth, the truth, doesn't matter to the people that are dedicated to misunderstanding me. So once I finally accepted that, I found a lot more peace. Let me catch back up on the chat 1 second, y'all. You're human. Humans are supposed to make mistakes. That's how we learn. Exactly. Rosie is human. No human is perfect. But Rosie has a pure heart, and what you see is what you get. And that's the thing is like, and that's why I try to remind myself all the time is like, there are people out there that see that. And I try so hard to focus on that. I do talk about the hate a lot, especially like in like earlier on in this process that I've been in. But even still to this day, like, I mean, I'm talking about it right now. But I'm trying to engage in those topics in different ways. And I'm just being very intentional about trying to avoid drama and like the stuff that fuels these people's attention, because I would rather them all leave. I would rather have 10 viewers. I would rather have 10 viewers than 100 if it meant that all 10 of those people were here because they liked me and they wanted to hang out and they just wanted to have a good time. Lauren, yeah, it is mean and nasty. It's just also misogynistic as fuck. Like, to go back to the bras topic for 2 seconds, it's misogynistic as fuck. Because at this point they're like policing the necklines that I'm wearing with what tops. It's very creepy. Because, like, if you're not into me in that way, why are you spending so much time talking about my cleavage? It's very bizarre. And I think you should be judged for that behavior. I think that's disturbing. And I think you should examine yourself, even about as half as much as I do to myself. Maybe you'd get a little further in life. I understand, girl. We have our back because we see you as a very polite and sweet person. We have your back, thank you, as a very sweet and polite person, and have confidence as you should. I'm sorry you see. I'm sorry. I'm happy you see what you've done wrong in the past. Thank you. I'm glad you like my vlogs today. I've also seen people say, okay, here we go. All right. I've also seen people say that you are not autistic because you're not diagnosed, and that is not true. Anyone could be autistic without being diagnosed. I'm one of them. It's actually funny. I talked about this topic with my boyfriend last night. Okay, I'm gonna try to not get emotional. It's hard for me to not be emotional about this topic. I have never at any time claimed to be diagnosed autistic. You will not find a clip of that. It does not exist. I have never at any time claimed to be diagnosed autistic. And I always make that distinction because when people watch these like short little clip videos and these reaction, they only watch me through reaction channels. They only watch me through people's edited narratives of me where they cut out a lot of these kinds of conversations. They purposefully omit the parts of me taking accountability, talking about myself in honesty, all these. They purposefully omit a lot of shit, right? Or they talk about things that happened that the content no longer exists because I was demonetized and I had to clean up my channel. And I cleaned out a lot of stuff that maybe would have been okay to keep, but I was unsure and I wanted to be safe rather than sorry. I went to get diagnosed with multiple things. I saw when I had insurance, I went through the channels of like the mental hospital when I had experienced issues with psychosis and I had gone through all these things. And I got aligned with a psychiatrist there who got me my proper diagnosis of MDD. I already knew about the PTSD, already knew about the ADHD, who referred me to a psychiatrist that I worked with for almost a year. Trialing several medications, going through all these things, determining I'm treatment resistant, all this stuff. In his office, I saw a psychologist. That psychologist told me they did not specialize in diagnosing adults with autism. And that is a very important factor because I have to deal with the disgusting, awful U.S. healthcare system and the biases against adult autistic women. It is a difficult thing. If you are neurodivergent and you've done your research, you know how insanely difficult it is to get diagnosed outside of being a child. It is not easy, and you generally need to see a specialist because there's just so much misinformation. There's all these issues, and I myself have multiple coexisting issues like the PTSD and the ADHD and the MDD, which, by the way, all officially diagnosed. And I had been diagnosed with PTSD prior to this, but this was in like end of 2023. I received all my diagnoses and I pushed to get an autism diagnosis, and she seemed hesitant. They seemed hesitant about it, but I pushed for it anyway. I wanted it to be included. I wanted to try. And I knew that there was a possibility for what ended up happening to me would happen. Night, Dad. I knew there was a possibility of what ended up happening to me would happen, and I did it anyway. I also wanted to get tested because I believe I'm dyslexic and I have the symptoms and I have problems with that, including through my speech. And there may be a better word for that, but again, the second day of testing, while I was insured, $800. $800. It cost $800 out of pocket. I didn't have $800. Not even in my name at the time. And so I didn't get tested. I didn't have the opportunity to be tested because I live in America and our healthcare system is a joke at best. And I am not someone that comes from money. I am not someone that comes from resources. And so I didn't have the ability to see the specialist that I need. When I got tested for everything, they also did determine I have clear cognitive memory defects from a combination of a couple things. Could have been the concussions, could have been the trauma, could have been both. I don't know. But they told me that what she said to me wasn't that I wasn't autistic. She said, you may be autistic, but essentially not enough for me to diagnose you at this time. You can come back in 6 months and we can try again. I was honest about that on YouTube, and the video is now gone because I took down basically all my health content I took down. I have never claimed to be diagnosed autistic, but I am autistic. And realizing that saved my life. Starting to treat myself and accommodate myself as an autistic person has made me a better human being for it. And I part of this stuff with me recently of being more authentic to myself is allowing myself, oh, don't you cry, bitch, is allowing myself to act more authentically, which means allowing myself to act like I'm autistic. Because one of the things that I realized recently was why I was so miserable is I was muting myself and I was trying to act normal and I was trying to act like palatable. I'm not doing that anymore. So I was just going on a little bit of a rant, and crying is healthy, but some of these people literally enjoy my tears because they enjoy my pain and I'm not giving it to them. So anyway, so yeah. I've been actually thinking about that topic a lot recently because I used to talk about being autistic, my experience, these symptoms and things, and the amount of misinformation, the amount of cruelty. Because at the end of the day, like, if they admit that I'm autistic, then that means that they have to admit that they're bullying an autistic adult. You know? And that makes them look bad. Anyway. Yeah. That was a bit of a side tangent, but that's something I've actually been wanting to get off my chest for a minute. Oh, someone else joined. I'm so sorry. Anna, welcome to the Quirky crew. Thank you so much for joining, hon. I do apologize. I did not realize that right away. Hold on. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Mountain Bike. You guys are saying really nice stuff in the chat. I really appreciate that. Your mom is factual, yeah. You literally are in the comfort of your home. That's what I'm saying. Like, oh, well, you're broadcasting to the internet. Okay, why do you care? Why are you so obsessed with my body because I'm fat? Why? Why are you projecting your insecurities onto me? Baby girl, talk to your mama, talk to your therapist, talk to somebody about your feelings. Maybe you'll feel better. I don't know. You don't have to make yourself feel better by hurting other people. I don't get it. I'm a big girl too, Rosie, and I don't even wear a bra maybe twice a month. I don't give a fuck what people think. Don't look at it. Yeah, honestly, I mean, I'm happen to be wearing one right now because I was out and about and it helps my back. But I've never had a golden pair, Lauren. No one's perfect, exactly. Okay, no, it's not offensive to ask. I am spiritual. I think the one in the middle is carnelian. It's either carnelian or citrine, and I'm like 90% sure it's carnelian. I don't remember what the other two are, to be honest. My memory sucks. Ooh, I don't know where my mom went, but crystal shop. We need to go to the crystal shop. Huh?
let's put that on our to-do list.
Yes.
After payday.
Yes. Yes.
Because that's a ways away, like an hour.
Yeah. It's a bit of a drive.
So, isn't there a cat cafe nearby?
I think so.
There's a few other things nearby that I really want us to do. Like, there's
I'd love to go to the Cat Bar Cafe with you.
Yeah, me too. But wasn't there something? Oh, I'm gonna have to research what's near there because you know me, the cost of gas. We got to multitask and go to all the places nearby. What was it we were just talking about? Oh, Asian food stores.
Yes.
Asian grocery stores in that area.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, there's gonna be great ones in the area of the Crystal Shop. Let's do that.
Yes, agreed. Completely.
Yes. It takes a lot to take accountability, and you're a better person because of that. Thank you so much today.
Who's it?
So this person just for today, they were the one that kind of asked the question that got me started.
Just to oh yeah, I was just reading the chat. I haven't had a chance to catch up on the chat.
Yeah.
And I just was responding to a few people there. Mm-hmm. Good night, Pap. He's probably already asleep.
He's probably gone, But
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed your kielbasa stir fry.
It's so good, Mom.
It really was. I miss it because they don't have kielbasa in Norway.
Yeah. Today, thank you. Yeah, it's called a glasses chain. I found another one. Or actually, no, that one was broken. Actually, I want to get more, but I think I already said goodbye to Amanda. Okay. I want a Diet Coke so bad. I love your realness. Thank you. Oh, Remy said something. I'm so proud of how far you've come, hun, and you've grown so much as a person, even in the short time I've known you. Thank you so much, Remy. Very true, Rosie. You did an amazing job to get help to understand yourself. Thank you. I've been getting help, honestly, since I was... Well, I started when I was 10. I took it seriously around 18. I'm dyslexic, but learning different languages helped me calm it a bit. Really? If that's the right English term. Oh, interesting. Thank you, Panther. I remember you were 100% clear. Thank you, West Coast. West Coast has been around for a very long time. And that's the thing, is all of that's been distorted. I mean, they were making fun of me when I talked about being medically kidnapped. Like, when I was held against my will, when I tried to get help, and then I just, in exchange, I was handed more trauma. These videos don't exist anymore on my channel because of the demonetization. And thank you, guys. Crying is healthy, it's okay. I appreciate that. That's not my point, because I feel like when I start to cry, it just, like, it gets turned immediately into I'm being a victim, the victim complex and all of that, and that's not my point. I'm standing very firm on my beliefs here in myself, you know, like, it's like that Mean Girls movie, Why Are You So Obsessed With Me? Well, it's Mariah Carey, but can only imagine the invalidation. It got to a point where it really... I'm not going to go too deep in that. It got to a point.
So,
yeah.
I just, you know what I just realized?
What?
Today's Wednesday, right?
Mm-hmm.
So tomorrow, this broth will be ready for our wonton.
Mm-hmm.
And the wonton soup and that kind of thing. So we need to discuss.
Can we do a Friday on members only?
Oh yeah, we can preserve the chicken broth, and then we'll have our Chinese chow mein wonton soup. What's that?
If you guys want to see us make chow mein and Asian food together, please join us in your membership. Linked somewhere. You can check my community tab.
Give me that smile again. That is the dorkiest. Give me that smile again. That's like an emoji. That needs to be. You need to do. Can you do like personalized emojis on your? Like that face is dork. Oh, emoji. I love it. I love it.
Not my mother calling me a dork. I love my mom. She's going through a lot of health issues right now. Oh, I'm so sorry today.
Aww.
My mom is not from Norway. She lives there. Y'all need to have a gummy and chill.
What?
Like a weed gummy.
Oh. Well, see, like, I've tried those, and they're unpredictable, and I'm not good with that.
Well, how did you feel about the liquid?
You know, it made me sleepy.
Good.
Which was good, because it made me go to sleep. Which is when, you're...
If you don't want to be sleepy, we can try a half dose of what I gave you and see how it affects you.
Because I didn't really notice, like...
I went light with you.
I didn't really, notice a buzz. But I got sleepy. So.
Mountain bike just said, Rosie, you and your mom have amazing vibes.
Thanks, mountain bike. Now, I'm trying to remember in the past, I think you've kind of annoyed me. But I love, no, hang on. I think you annoyed me, but I like your irreverence. And I think that's why I appreciate I appreciate your input, and I'm glad you're here. So.
You guys see where I get it from?
We were just talking about, doing the Chinese
Yes.
Friday?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be perfect. The wonton soup would be good then.
Maybe I can experiment and try to make a couple of those spring wraps because we have lettuce, that nice lettuce you bought. I can chop some of that up, and we don't have the clear noodles, but like I can still make a peanut sauce.
I kind of feel like a Chinese cabbage would be better, but we can try a regular lettuce. Try those.
A lot of ones I get from the restaurant use like a regular leafy green.
Yeah, but we don't have any glass noodles.
That's okay. We can. Unless tomorrow, if you're running out somewhere and you want to pop into the Asian market real quick to just pick up glass noodles.
I'm not going to the Asian market.
Yeah, it was inconvenient.
Yeah.
Mountain bike said, "I'll go to the corner." LOL.
See, you just cracked me up, mountain bike. Thank you. I appreciate the joy you bring.
I only have good things to say about mountain bike. Mountain bike's a vibe.
I know that exactly, and a mountain bike is like a contributor to the vibe of this chat that I look forward to, especially when I'm not here, when I'm in Norway and I'm watching y'all and trying to not feel so far away. Like I
know you feel isolated out there.
Yeah. So I feel the connection. I think that's a lot of part of your quirky crew vibe. It's kind of like a long distance hug for me when I'm not here, and love you. But I love my husband. He wants to be in Norway, so I'm in Norway with him. I'm trying to make it work and doing everything I can to support his career and our goals as a family. So anyway, I'm loving being here in the USA. Getting to go to Sam's Club. I got my Chick-fil-A fix. I haven't had a donut. Oh, I did get a donut from Publix, but I haven't been to.
You got one donut?
I got one.
That's so rude.
Because if I buy 6, the problem with that, right?
No. I have 2. Levi has 2. You can have 1 and a half. Levi and I will. One of us will tough it out and have a third.
So I'm looking forward to getting my Wendy's fix and my Dunkin' Donut.
What do you mean? I've been betrayed.
Oh, hush.
Just kidding. Okay.
You are spoiled.
I really am.
Well, I'm glad she recognizes that. Anyhow.
But have you had a Publix glazed donut? It's better than Krispy Kreme. Fight me. I don't care. You go in the morning fresh. Better than Krispy Kreme.
Your father disagrees.
He can disagree with me all he wants.
This is one of those things that he and I will forever not agree upon. Which
are you on my team with this?
Absolutely.
Okay. The Publix glazed are so much better.
However, there's very few things that he and I don't agree upon.
However, I think we can all agree they both kick Dunkin' Donuts ass to the curb.
With glazed donuts.
Yes.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Filled donuts.
Chocolate covered chocolate cake donuts.
Oh.
Used to be. Oh, I'm not going to use that word, but you know what word I'm thinking of. It's so good.
Used to be.
Oh, so good. But it's changed and it has more of a chemically. Yeah, it's disappointing.
Yeah, it's because they're frozen and defrosted.
What I decided to do, there's a new donut place here nearby, and then I want to go find it. I gotta go.
Okay, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, I gotta go find that name and look it up to try it out. So yeah.
Remy said I want donuts and Chinese food. LOL.
Hey Remy, good to see you.
Anna, hello from Sweden. Hello, Anna.
Sweden, woohoo!
You said a long comment I wanted to read. I live in Sweden. Even here, it's hard to get diagnosed as an adult without having money. Autism.
Really?
So the only thing that is important is that you have the knowledge for yourself and do your best to be happy. Thank you so much.
Interesting.
I don't try to tout myself as an expert or like I know anything better.
There's this wonderful group that I follow in Norway called the Lion Mamas, but it's spelled Luva, the Norwegian version, or I'm sorry, the Norwegian spelling of Lion Moms, and they are very much very active um, in government and in passing laws that support that. Check that out. I have a good friend who's on their board. She has two boys that are on that spectrum, and yeah. So look up Lion Mamas. Look up the Norwegian spelling of Lion Mamas, and then Google that on Facebook, and you'll find the group, which has so many great supports, and they have so many great stories of success. And I'm amazed at the supports that are available in Norway compared to what's available here in the U.S. for families dealing with an autism diagnosis in their children. So it's an amazing contrast and kind of what's the word? It's a humbling contrast to see how much support that my best friend in Norway gets for her two boys. It's pretty awesome. Yeah. I forget what I was talking about.
Me either.
Donuts. Anyway, so yeah, getting my fixes and being here. And like when I'm not here, how having you guys in the background helps me feel connected and less isolated.
Yeah, I love that Levi's streaming now. He's just vibing and doing his own thing.
I know, and it's awesome.
Thank you, Mountain Bike. Yeah, so like, he's just like chilling, doing art, playing his video games, minding his P's and Q's. He's doing great. No, I've never traveled to Asian countries. I don't think my mom has, but I'm pretty sure my dad probably has. I have to ask him. But no Asian countries, really? He traveled so much like 10 years ago, remember?
Yeah, so I know that like he went to England, Ireland,
Germany, India,
Germany, Dubai, but I really don't. Oh no, India's no, I don't think so. You have to ask him that.
Thank you, Anna. Someone just said we will defend your daughter, Mom, for sure. That's really sweet. I just feel like in the last part of 2025, I went through a lot of loss, like, of relationships, not like losses and grief. Losses and death. Because I think there's different forms of grief, right? I really want. Oh, the knife was for the apple. I was like, forgot. I want an apple. I'm really in the mood for this. I actually haven't had a fresh apple peanut butter in a hot minute. I don't think he's been to Russia, but yeah, he's been to like a lot of places. He traveled like a lot many years ago, before Norway snatched him up. Have y'all seen that train in China that floats on magnets and goes crazy fast? Connection major cities in a short amount of time? No. Actually, maybe. I just didn't have the context. I remember seeing a video of someone like on a train and it going, and it was like so fast. It was hard for me to comprehend what I was looking at. And I do think it looked like it was from a different country. Because I remember being like, that doesn't look like, a New York subway or something like that, I'm going to make chicken salad probably a little later. So, our living situation is unique, okay? My brother and I are roommates year round. This is like our family home. And before I was demonetized, I was consistently paying rent every month. After I was demonetized, my parents have been working with me, and I'm about to be back to normal. So we're about to get back to normal. I don't live with my parents rent free. Caveat: I was recently basically unemployed and trying to just make do with what I could figure out, and so that was an exception. So I can't say like as of right now I'm doing that right because I thought it would be a lie. But literally in a couple weeks, that's about to be finally rectified. Now that I was remonetized last month and all that. We all help each other. So like we kind of like share the food budget. We share stuff. And I'm really lucky. Like I have a family where we like really respect each other, and we like really focus on like boundaries and stuff, you know, because like in my house, like, and we never really talked about it, but like the entire time I've lived here, like we don't just be like walking into each other's rooms, you know what I mean? Like we're not just like opening doors unannounced, like you know what I mean? Like we give each other our space, like we try to not be like all up on each other unless like there's a specific need. Heck, like sometimes we'll even just text each other from our rooms to like like pulse check to be like hey, do you want to talk or do this or do that, right? This trip is unfortunately short. So she's gonna be gone for about a week pretty soon, and then she'll be back for at least another week or so. I don't want to get too specific, but this visit's pretty short, unfortunately. So we're just kind of focusing on like more. This trip is more just like we're spending time together. We're doing some like my mom is doing some house things, but like her last trip was very focused on like doing a bunch of house projects and things like that. This trip is just more like her enjoying being in the States after it was about a year. It was about a year. And we were worried that she wouldn't be able to come at all. But my mom is a tour guide instructor in Norway, and this is like their season. So she would have loved to have been here like June-ish, because then like she can really enjoy the pool like to its fullest extent and stuff. Because my mom is very temperature sensitive to the pool. I'll get in like a month before she does. Because like if the pool is too cold for me, it's too cold for most human beings. Unless you're trying to do like a shock treatment. So yeah, and so when they are not in Norway and they're in the States, obviously they live here, right? While they're visiting. But they are residents of Norway because of my dad's job out there. My mom tried living here because she got a job out here. I won't go into details, but it didn't go well, so she went back. So. I love this apple. Love, love, love. Get out of town. That's the thing about the produce shop. The quality of their produce is fantastic. I was like, I hate the quality of the produce at Walmart, especially in my area. And I think the prices at the produce shop are better than like Publix. Publix has great produce. Like the grapes there were awesome. In fact, I think the grapes there might have been better than the ones at the produce shop, but I understand. I'm glad everything is better now. And wow, that snack looks yummy. I will test it one day. Yeah, peanut butters and apples are classic. I honestly I breathed wrong. Hold. Mom, do you have any room for food right now? Oh, because this plus peanut butter plus apple. The thinness of this. You want a bite? Okay. Okay. I actually have not touched these since I showed these to you guys. We're showing a lot of restraint. They've just been sitting on the table. Because these are special. Like, these are the Norwegian, in case you missed it. This is the semi-sweet version. I have milk chocolate on the table. I felt like semi-sweet would be the best use for what I want to do. These are the Freya Premium Hirta. Did I say that right? Hirta. Premium Hirta. And I was gonna tell them. Oh, fair. Premium Yarta, which means premium heart chocolates, and they are heart-shaped European chocolate. So basically, like, the chocolate itself is just like kind of like basic chocolate, right? But like if you're in Europe, I should say. But my favorite thing about these is, one, they're heart-shaped, adorable. Love that for me. But you see how thin they are? Like, she's such like this is Ozempic chocolate, you know what I mean? And so actually I'm gonna try something. I wanna break it in half. Okay. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Alright. I see the vision. So I'm gonna take a little bit of the peanut butter and just, this is already half eaten, but it's a perfect size bite. I mean, it's gonna taste like chocolate, peanut butter, and apple and be delicious, but I think for me, it's too much chocolate to the ratio. Okay. I'm gonna get this thinner apple slice. Okay. I'm gonna take this half of the heart. And actually, I'm gonna dip the apple in because I want to break the piece of chocolate. I'm gonna use the thicker side. I want more peanut butter because bigger apple bite. Yeah, I mean, it's basically the same kind of chocolate you would get in chocolate chips, semi-sweet chocolate. I think this would be really good with milk chocolate too, actually. But I'm gonna take a. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What's the best American food? Other Americans in the chat, what are your opinions? To me, I think the answer is cheeseburgers. I think at this point, American pizza is its own thing. And that's an honorable mention, but I think for me, it's cheeseburgers. I love me a cheeseburger. But, yeah, anyway. I truly believe burgers are like. Oh, white people taco? Yeah. A white people taco is like. So there's a. Okay, let me give you some context, Mom. There's a meme that went viral from. I actually know the channel. I used to watch them where it's like white people taco night. And so basically, there's authentic tacos, and then like white people tacos are like when you go to the grocery store and you get like regular small tortillas. You just make some ground beef at home with a little taco seasoning, some chopped up iceberg, chopped up tomatoes, and like shredded cheese, and just throw them in a taco together. And you don't really toast the taco. You don't make it like in the traditional Hispanic sense. And it's kind of like grocery store night tacos, like kind of how we have like in a way like kind of what we do for like our Chinese food night with like the freezer bagels and stuff. In this context, could be called like white people Chinese food night. You know, it's kind of like that. So anyway, I was trying to explain that concept to my mom. All right, in a way that made sense to me too. Yeah, you never heard of that either? Yeah, it's like kind of like a joke on the internet. And also, I think I've heard that term before too. To be fair, I'm thinking homemade mac and cheese must be the best American dish because we don't make it in Sweden, and I think the same in Norway. Oh, is homemade mac and cheese considered American? Or like I guess technically Southern, right? So that's American. Yeah, okay, fair. That's a good answer. Isn't that just Taco Bell? Alright, I'm gonna try the honey and apple. So hot take, I don't really love plain honey very much. I use it in stuff in recipes and sauces. I like that application. But like the only time I put honey on things is fried egg sandwiches because my mama did that growing up for me, and I still love it. So I'm just gonna. A lot of people were raving about apples and honey, so let me try it. Oh, there's a very florally note because it's wildflower honey. I wanted to get a different kind of honey, but this was on sale, so I got it. Well, hold on. Let me see. What about honey and peanut butter? It's not bad. And peanut butter helped a lot. I just think it's unnecessary sugar. Like, I don't love it, so I think using it is just unnecessary. So. Yes, we do, Mom. Ooh, we still have some of those brioche buns left over. Those with an egg sandwich would go so hard. Yeah, honey and peanut butter sandwiches are yummy. Add some thinly sliced apples to that sandwich. I bet that would also go really hard. Mountain bike, what are you doing? Mountain bike. Not mountain bike being an imposter in the chat. Yeah. Is it actually 9 p.m.? No wonder I'm tired. What the fuck? I was like, it was like 7. No, it's 9. Honestly, maybe this is redundant because I talked about this earlier in the live, but I am really proud of myself for standing up to that dude. It's just kind of funny. Like, I was sitting in my head, I was like talking myself into being quiet because I just felt like that was the better route, like the safer route. When he said that shit to me, I think my mouth started moving before I even realized I was talking. Because that could have gone very differently if he was a more violent person, you know? And I live in Florida. There's crazies here. This life wasn't a roller coaster of emotions. It really was. That's been my life recently, honestly. And that's like a lot of the emotions are good too, you know? But oh, I went to the produce shop earlier with my mom, mountain bike, and there was a guy relentlessly hitting on the cashier who was like stuck. And I was trying to talk to her and have a conversation with her just so she could get a little break from the weirdo standing there calling her a target or saying like calling her a target. And like my mom remembered the exact phrase earlier. If you want to watch the whole story, you can go back and watch it. And so I asked her at some point, basically, like, you know, if you've been married for 6 years, like I'm in a new relationship, you have any advice for me? And he cut her off, and then interrupted our conversation to say, I have some advice, like learn how to give good blowjobs or something. And as soon as he said that shit to me, I went off on him. And I was just thinking about that again because I was scared, you know. But like, fuck you. I was more mad. I was more mad than I was scared, to be honest. But it was my first time here, and I love to hang out with you guys this night. Thank you so much, Anna. I'll be back, and don't forget to stay strong, Rosie. Good night. Good night. Yeah, men are weird. I'm probably gonna wrap up once I'm done with my snack. I'm just chit chatting with y'all about what's on my mind. I needed a little breather away from like editing land. I'm gonna help get back to it soon. You help save the cashier from being harassed. It sounds like. I mean, I hope he left. I hope I shamed him enough around enough people that he got the hit and left. I didn't stay around long enough to find out, to be honest with you. But as I was walking out the door, like the second our interaction was done, she immediately walked away from the counter. He was literally standing there. He was literally standing there, like waiting, like waiting for opportunities to talk to her, while she was behind the counter. So she had to walk up to check me out, or was she already there? I think yeah, because someone else was checking out before me, and she was their conversation had kind of gotten reignited because me and my mom and I had walked up, but I was like staring at the organic strawberries, being like, "Ooh, should I get these? Because they're 2 for $4, and like, should I just get maybe one from Plant City? But that's it was either $2.99 or $3.99. I don't remember, but it was a worse price. Remy said something. Hold on. I've been enjoying this live so far. Thank you. I would be more active in the chat, but if I wasn't so exhausted and I've been multitasking. Oh yeah, I know what you're doing. You're good, hun. I'm just glad you're here. Also, I think you see my face enough in our life. It's fine. But I want a little more peanut butter. I've got like 4 slices left, so yeah. A dab will do you. But if you guys have Instagram and you haven't already followed me on there, I'm pretty regularly, like, if I'm not posting Instagram stories of me yapping, which To be fair, I haven't done it in a hot second. I've fallen into this new habit of just like scrolling around my I've like perfected my Instagram algorithm where like I only really get the like random interests I like, random funny shit, and like a lot of stuff that's like I love like those like quote memes that are like they're like different vibes depending on my day. And I share different stuff. I share different like videos and resources and topics, and sometimes I can talk about things on there I can't talk about on YouTube, like, you know, uncensored. So I guess I'm just plugging my Instagram stories because sometimes I go on there and I scroll for a while and I kind of just tailor a very specific vibe of memes. Basically, like what I'm thinking about, stuff that applies to my past, stuff that I'm like reflecting on or thinking on. Because I love that, those kind of um, like inspirational quotes and stuff. And like, I like how on Instagram now you can like add music. They've done it for a while. You can add music to like stagnant posts. But yeah. Hey Teakwood. Oh, these are actually cupcake liners, and we've lost a lot of them. So I kind of just use them as like condiment cups. So Mama Jean and Rosie, you don't know, but you both are beautiful and have been helping me through a tough time. Oh, well, I'm glad we can help you, hon. Hugs to you, girl. I'm gonna echo my mom's message. I hope you get good news too. But yeah, I definitely did get a little passionate earlier. That's a fact. I'm not gonna deny that. But it's just kind of funny because the past couple of days I've been thinking about that stuff. And it's been bugging me, and I've been wanting to talk about it and not knowing how. And I guess I just felt like I had the opportunity to, you know? Because I know who I am and I know my heart, and I am done letting other people try to tell me what that is and what that looks like above my own representation of self. So I'm actually really excited about my meeting tomorrow. It was very unexpected. So if you guys rock with me, maybe send me a little good vibes for tomorrow. I'd really appreciate it. I actually just found out about it not long before I got home. So hi guys. I'm tired. I think I'm ready to bounce. I've been live for over 3 hours. And I found my sweet spot is around 2 hours. I feel like by hour 3 hitting, I'm like really tired, and like sometimes depending on like the status of me, it can kind of push me into like feeling crappier. Which I don't think is the mood right now. But I do try to keep it around 2 to 3 hours. Unless it's like some lives I'll go an hour if I'm really not in a great space, but I still feel like that's long enough. Some people are also suffering mental illness and aren't happy either. are unhappy with themselves and take it out on others, you really have to feel sorry for them. The struggle with their own self is getting them. Can I be so for real with you for 2 seconds before I pop off mountain bike? I absolutely agree with you, because I genuinely feel like at one point that was me. Because I am a profoundly mentally ill person. That is just a fact. That is not for pity. That is not a, oh, woe is me statement. It is just a fact. I have multiple severe mental illnesses. And when I'm not actively working on myself, when I am not prioritizing my self-care, when I am not taking care of myself, when I am not pouring love into myself, when I'm not respecting myself, when I'm not treating myself the way I deserve, I've absolutely taken that out on other people and other things. Maybe not even necessarily in like my personal life, but strangers on the internet. I've done that before. Generally, I've never been the person to go into someone's comment section and like talk shit to them. That's crazy. But I have been the person that's been on forums and shit talk people I didn't like for reasons that I felt were very valid. I've been that person in not so recent history. And it took certain things happening to finally really put in the work to distance myself enough from like the compulsory needs I felt to release my anger and pain in that type of way. And I had to find other ways of managing those emotions and that pain. And it's not easy, and it requires a lot of therapy. So, yeah, I do. There's a part of me that does feel sorry for them and pity them. But as someone who's been in those shoes, you have a choice. And if you're choosing to fill your time with being negative and mean and nasty, even to people that you think deserve it, you are still sitting in that space. You are still being negative. You are still acting nasty. You are defining your own character. Yeah, I'm talking about the mean comments too. Yeah, I am. You know what I mean? Like in the sense of like whether you put it directly under someone's video or you're saying it in a private forum where they probably won't see it unless they seek it out, you're still saying it. You're still choosing cruelty for entertainment. Why? And when I finally asked myself that question, I got somewhere. So. What are you talking about, Demery? What's disgusting? I'm literally diagnosed with severe PTSD per my psychiatrist, excuse me. Someone else's mental illness doesn't invalidate yours and vice versa. I'm very confused. Are you mad at me or someone else, Demery? What? Thank you, Teakwood. That's my goal. I'm very confused on what just happened. I hope she's okay. Because I got nothing but love for her. So I don't know what just happened. But I'm going to go because I was going to hop off anyway. So appreciate y'all. Bye.